So that's the plan. We'll go up the old road. We got the walls on either side. Go up to the cellar hole, tickle, and do it, come back.
I like it.
It's just gorgeous out. I just want to be outside.
What is it? What would you say? Probably 58, 60 degrees?
55, right on the money.
Is it?
Yeah, that sun is just
beautiful. Oh. Good New Hampshire fall day.
My God, what a gorgeous October day in New Hampshire. Well, I'm gonna get outside for a bit, but first, a couple shout outs. Yeah, we have this thing called the continuum gap where, you know, present day doesn't line up with video timeline. Either way, Keebs and I just had worked the huge pumpkin fest here in New Hampshire, and we met Ron. I also met Tom. That's me and him. And Kurt. And while I was there and running into Kurt, he brought me a nice cigar. So this is gonna be the cigar that I smoked today in this outing in video. Thank you. Awesome to meet all three of you, and that's what SDN is all about. So the plan for today, I just came up to look at the field that we have done many times through the years. In particular, if you guys remember the homecoming episode, this is where we dug. I just came up to see how beautiful it was and get some sunshine, walk around. Faceless George just hit me up. I said, hey, what are you doing? You want to come out? He said, I'm in. Well, FG is 10 minutes out. While I'm waiting for him and we're taking in the scenery, I figured I'd swing. This field is infamously known for the potash that gives deceptive signals, but we've had some good finds come out of here as well. But here's the signal. Sounds like beer can to me. At this point, after detecting here well over 5 years, it's still amazing to hear targets, but you know how it is with digging fields. It's virtually impossible to cover all that ground. Bit of variety this time. Hires root beer. Haven't seen one of those in forever. So here's a prime example of the potash situation and all the different metal chunks, pieces, and everything else you're gonna dig up. And if you're not familiar with potash that is, look it up. It's a very old and interesting process, and it was very common back in the day to have, you know, a farm, instead of producing livestock or food, they produce potash. That's not the case here, but that's what they are using currently to this day to still fertilize it. And FG is approaching. Well, he made good time. All right, let's check in with him. All right, so FG is here. What are you smoking, a nub today?
Yeah.
Is that a nub?
Not really, no. Something I got on sale.
Oh, it's a Perdomo. Good stuff. Oh yeah, I like that. I had a thought, being that the Colorado crew was here recently, and I had mentioned to Bill, I found my first large scent in a road. That road. It's been a long time since you and I have actually just walked that entire thing and swung.
I'm trying to figure out which road. You're talking about the dirt road where we found the little chads and everything.
Up to the Smith hole?
Yeah. Let's try it.
It's a beautiful day. If you want to we'll walk it, swing
I'm with you.
it.
Let's do it.
Go up to the cellar hole and then come back.
Let's do it. Yep, the edge of the road, see what we can find.
All right, so George and I are walking along laughing because we're avoiding signals because of the potash. But we said if it goes up over 80,
and luckily I'm at 78.
We would dig it. It actually sounds really clean, and
yeah, it did. Actually, very sharp.
It can't be can because the numbers are too high.
And it wasn't scratchy. I do see that though. The heck is that? Shotgun shell? No.
It's wood and copper.
There's some writing on the end of it, Charlie.
Come on.
I think so. That's what that is. That's the end of a cane.
Well, that's cool.
Yep.
All right, so we're just cutting around the edge of the field. You can see the corner here, the pile of field stones before we pop back onto the road. Just got an extremely loud signal. We actually both called it mason jar lid, or fruit jar, canning jar, whatever you want to call it. Oh, and the ceramic is in there. And it is mason. Very nice. That actually will go home and go in the display. Alright, well, moving a little closer to the wall, I've got the same exact signal. This section where we're digging, right on the other side of this wall, is our road that we're going to go up. But the house that's over there has been there since the 1700s, and this spot was a discard spot, because we have found lots and lots of what was trash to them. Oh, if it's a mason jar lid again, that's clear glass actually. Oh. See that? That's the target I was picking up. And I don't want to misquote, but it's either lantern related, or it had the kerosene in it, or something along the lines of that. That's actually a pretty cool find. Alright, here's our road. Let's see what happens, George. Oh.
77. Yeah. Oh. Look at that. Aluminum.
No, sir.
Yeah. It's aluminum.
It's a big one of those discs.
Yeah, it is. You know, they grow after a couple of years. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. Look, it's even got the serrated lines in it.
Same thing.
It's aluminum.
So, for those of you who've been watching all along, this is that road and area where George and I find all those, what do you call them?
Well, chads.
Chads.
It's like somebody dropped them from the air and testing radar or something, you know, and they were all, what, maybe 3/16 inch diameter?
Right.
There's one the size of a dime.
So, here's a big one. This whole strip of road and the property abutting both sides has been loaded with these things. Nice. That's a different one. Same thing, and it sounds like it's right under the surface. Same look. Bottle cap with glass. I got one of the small ones. Yep. 65. Well, there it is. The infamous Chad with the line in it. We're way down from our cellar hole that we normally dig up there, where there's a lot of them come out of the ground. So, and that was a couple inches deep. All right, so we've made it up to the cellar hole. I'm gonna swing here for a bit before we turn around and head back down the road. We've hit this place a few times, but you know, it's days like today. I don't come out here for the finds. I just come out to hang out with you, smoke cigars, and be outside.
You know what? In all honesty, we always find something different out here. Remember the bottle I found the last time we were here?
That bottle was killer. And then that one dig you and I came out in, remember February, there was like that one warm break?
Yep.
Was that the bottle?
Yeah, that was the bottle. It was right behind you.
And there was a couple buttons.
Right in the hill.
So, anything's possible. Kurt, the cigar's been incredible. Still going. Got a very small signal here on the side of the road in front of the cellar hole. But, yeah, that's a sign of a well-made cigar. That thing's been going over an hour already. Oh, wow. I just dug a cufflink.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Really?
George is looking at me with these eyes because, again, we've been here. This is our most hit site, one of our home holes. That mid 40-ish signal, which is typical for a cufflink. I'll let you pull it out. I thought it was going to be a disc, but it's definitely a cufflink.
I see it. Yeah, it sure is. Oval and all.
Chickens?
Got something on it. See the round towards the inside, or is that the reverse impression of? No, it's got something on the outer edge.
Yeah, as with every relic that comes out here is fantastic. And as I've stated in the past, this is a home site established by a Rev vet, and 3 generations lived here, so it's been the same family through all that stretch of time. Oh, nice, it does have the shank. Awesome. Well, as I was just saying to George, with all our return trips, we haven't spent too much time out here on the roadside from where the house was. So this is good, and obviously we're hearing things. Whatever I'm looking at in here is wedged in between some rocks. Oh, no way! I actually got a button. Yeah. No kidding. Yeah, and it sounded just like a shotgun shell, like, you know, all the other shotgun shells. Wow, you know, and you guys hear me say this over and over when we come to these sites, I don't ever really expect to find anything. I just want to go outside and have fun. And this makes for a wonderful addition to the collection.
This one sounded like a shotgun shell too.
FG giving us a demo on
excavation.
He had a good solid signal. He's been at it for a while though. Oh yeah. You building your own wall?
Yeah. All right. What was that? Something shiny. No, mica.
Sheet metal?
Yeah.
Jesus.
A little scratchy edge to it.
I know, but still at that depth, that's not what I was thinking.
Nope, me either. That's what it was.
Beautiful.
Good workout.
Well, what do you think after that? You want to
Let's head it back.
do the 180 and see what...
We'll find on the way back.
All right. Well, we've trekked all the way to the end of the road. We actually didn't swing, we just enjoyed the scenery. I love this little corner over here.
Look at that view.
All right, so we made it back to where we started. Time to call it a day. A beautiful day it was. Glad George and I got out for that stroll, and taking a few relics home is the bonus. George,
Yeah.
Pleasure once again.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Nice hike too. A couple miles.
Yeah, beautiful. You know, I guess maybe when the winter starts to settle in, the grass goes off, maybe we'll try giving this thing a swing again. All right, well, as we get close to the end of the season, sun is going down early, so it makes for different and interesting types of days, but very, very cool. It's awesome being out here in New Hampshire, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Till next time, enjoy your Not Thursday.